Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, rubbing the sleep from your eyes and looking out your bedroom window. But instead of the usual morning light, you see not one, but two suns hanging heavy in the sky. It sounds like a scene pulled straight out of a blockbuster sci-fi movie, like standing on the desert sands of Tatooine. But what if this wasn't just science fiction? What if it actually happened here? What if Jupiter, the undisputed, majestic king of our solar system, suddenly ignited and became a star, all while our actual sun stayed exactly where it is? Would it be a beautiful cosmic ballet, ushering in a new era of double sunsets? Or would it be an absolute, unmitigated apocalypse for every living thing on Earth? To understand the sheer magnitude of this hypothetical event, we have to look at what Jupiter actually is. It's a gas giant, and remarkably, it is made of the exact same ingredients as our sun, mostly hydrogen and helium. It has the right recipe, just not the right proportions. In the astronomy community, Jupiter is often called a failed star. It earned this nickname because it simply didn't gather enough mass during the formation of the solar system to spark nuclear fusion in its core. To naturally ignite, Jupiter would need to be roughly 80 times more massive than it is right now. But for the sake of our scenario, let's say a cosmic miracle happens. Let's say it just sparks. Instantly, the night sky as humanity has known it for millennia is gone forever. Jupiter is roughly 484 million miles away from Earth. If it turned into a red dwarf star, it wouldn't roast us alive immediately, but it would completely eradicate the darkness of night. The concept of true nighttime would cease to exist. During the day, you would see our familiar warm yellow sun, and depending on our planetary alignment, a glowing red orb visible even through the bright blue daylight. But at night, things get incredibly weird. Jupiter would bathe the Earth in a rusty red glow, casting strange elongated shadows and deeply confusing the biological rhythms of every living creature on the planet. But losing sleep and dealing with glowing red nights is truly the absolute least of our worries. If Jupiter somehow gained the mass required to become a star, its gravitational pull would increase by a terrifying magnitude, and this is where the real physical nightmare begins for the entire solar system. Right next to Jupiter, sitting between it and Mars, is the asteroid belt. This is a massive collection of millions of space rocks held in a delicate, ancient gravitational balance. A sudden, massive surge in Jupiter's gravity would act like a cosmic wrecking ball, violently ripping this belt completely apart. Millions of asteroids would be flung out into the dark void of deep space, but millions more would be hurled directly toward the inner solar system. Earth would be caught directly in a cosmic crossfire. Meteor showers wouldn't be pretty romantic streaks of light anymore. They would become daily, catastrophic bombardments of city-killing rocks. And then there's the ultimate tug of war. With two immensely massive stars now anchoring the solar system, Earth would be caught in an impossible gravitational battle. Over time, the sun would pull us one way, and the new Jupiter star would pull us the other. Our perfectly stable near-circular orbit would be stretched and violently warped into a severe oval shape. This highly elliptical orbit would completely and utterly destroy our climate. When our stretched orbit swings us dangerously close to the sun, our oceans would literally boil away. When we are flung further out toward the colder, darker edges of the system, the entire planet would freeze over into a solid block of ice. Our seasons would become deadly extremes. Biological life simply cannot adapt to shifts this rapid. Plant life would fail entirely. The constant violent shifts in temperature, combined with the bizarre, conflicting light spectrums from the two stars, would make photosynthesis completely impossible for most of our vital crops. The global food chain would experience a total collapse in a matter of months. Ultimately, our familiar solar system would become a chaotic binary star system. Interestingly, this isn't actually rare in the universe. Most stars in our galaxy have a partner. But for a delicate solar system that evolved for billions of years with just one star, introducing a second, incredibly massive one this late in the game is a guaranteed recipe for complete structural collapse. Even the outer planets wouldn't be spared. Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune might be stripped from our original sun's grip entirely. They might end up forming their own mini-planetary system orbiting the new Jupiter star. Or worse, they could be violently ejected from the system entirely, forced to wander the dark void of the Milky Way as freezing rogue planets. So, if Jupiter miraculously sparked to life tonight, take a very good look at that beautiful second sunrise. It would undoubtedly be the most breathtaking, magnificent sight humanity would ever have the privilege to witness.
and it would certainly be the very last one we ever would. Luckily for us, the king of planets is destined to remain a gentle gaseous giant in the dark.